What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and in this video I'd like to discuss how not all graded bullion is authentic. Now, I'm not really talking about somebody sending a fake bullion coin to one of the major companies and it being graded as authentic. That generally is not a problem. I do know that there was a big thing with a bunch of artificially toned coins getting graded as authentic, but that's not what I'm talking about at all. But rather, the con artists who will buy genuine slabbed bullion pieces, particularly like 1 ounce gold coins, and they will crack them open without damaging the case at all, create a really well crafted fake, put that into the slab, and then obviously they'll have the real gold coin for themselves. They spent way less creating the fake, and they'll sell that at full price and essentially scam you. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Now, I myself, thankfully, actually don't have anything to show for this, because to my knowledge, I've never purchased fake bullion before, but rather, I was actually inspired to make this video because of a post by collectbullion.com on Instagram, who, by the way, if you're not following, you should be, because even if you're not somebody that likes to buy through this platform, he posts some absolutely stunning pours, particularly Engelhard. Anyway, though, he actually posted about a 1 ounce gold kangaroo he had bought 5 years ago that turned out to be fake, and he said he had never really questioned it until he got a Sigma verifier, and then he cracked the slab and it turned out to actually weigh about half an ounce, which, based on what the comments were about and my own knowledge of the density of gold and other metals, I would assume it's probably just gold plated tungsten if it weighed about half of what gold should, because if you are not aware, gold is an extraordinarily dense metal. So I'll zoom in a little bit here just to give you a better idea. Try to zoom in on both sides here for you, but obviously, basically the point of this is that there might have been something about this coin that kind of gave it away, but when it's in a slab, it's a lot easier to just assume this has got to be an authentic piece, right? He said that there might be some glaring oversight I made, but because of the fact that it was slab, that's why I had that oversight. And so I think that's the really important point being made here, is that you can't trust a coin just because it's in a slab. Like I discussed before, these con artists, they'll simply crack the slabs open and put in a well-crafted fake. And you got to think, they can spend hundreds of dollars because they're going to sell this thing for well over that. They're still making a huge profit margin. So, of course, I mean, if you have the coin in hand, what's really important to do, and if you don't trust it, is to simply look up the certification number on the website. Let's say it's NGC, just go to their website, look up the cert number, and compare every single detail. I know with graded bullion it can be tough, simply because of the fact that, obviously, every MS69 2009 Australian kangaroo with the same exact specifications is going to look the same, right? But the difference is not going to be so much that the coin might have like different service details, but rather the fact that something is simply going to be off. It's pretty much impossible to create a perfect fake, so something with some kind of positioning of the lettering or one of the obverse or reverse features could very well be off, and that will be what you're going to have to look for. All right, and I mean, this sounds very obvious, but if it seems like a good deal to the point where you're thinking, well, why would they be able to sell it this low? They probably can, because they're probably trying to get rid of it real quick because they know it's a fake. So that kind of brings me to the point of only buy not just from reputable dealers, but people that will help you out if they sell you a fake. Because these can easily fall into the hands of genuine people. But if it's talking about a lot of money, that might bring out a very unsavory side of that person, to where they'll say, oh, well, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, I can't help you. So and you never really know how people are going to act, but really try to make sure you're dealing with people, especially with these high-profile items, that are going to help you out if you were to accidentally purchase a fake. And that's really all there is to say about this topic. I just wanted to get this out there because I think it's an important point to be made. And yeah, like I said, check out collectbullion.com. His Instagram will be in the description below, as stated. Peace.